Good morning, students. Today we study the mathematics part 1 standard 10 and unit is statistics, and the subunit is assume mean method. How to find the mean by assume mean method? We solve the example. The following table shows the frequency table, daily wages of 50 workers in trading company. Find the mean wages of worker by assume mean method. Here table is given, daily wages in rupees, frequency is number of workers, then daily wages is class is 200 240, 240 to 280, 280 to 320, 320 to 360, 360 to 400. Then frequency is first class is 5, that is the number of workers 5, 10, in third class 15, fourth class number of workers are 12, and fifth class number of workers are 8. Solution: we solve the given example by using the assume mean method. So let us take the assume mean a equal to 300. या ठिकाणी a जो आहे a is equal to assume mean is consider here a equal to 300. To solving the given example by assume mean method, prepare first table. First prepare table. In that table, first draw 5 column. In first column, write class, that is the daily wages in rupees. Second is class mark. Third is DI, that is the deviation. Deviation is found by xi minus a formula. Then fourth column is frequency. Frequency means in the given example number of workers, and fifth column is frequency multiplied by deviation. So write down the daily wages in rupees. In class column again 200 to 240, 240 to 280, 280 to 320, 320 to 360, 360 to 400. Then find out the class mark of the each class. How to find the class mark? Class mark, here I note down here formula. Formula to find the class mark is as follows: class mark equal to upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So in the first class, 200 class mark 200 to 240 find out using the formula. Therefore class mark equal to upper limit in the class 200 240 is upper limit is 240, lower limit is 200, then 240 plus 200 divided by 2, 200 plus 200, 240 plus 200, that is the 440 divided by 2. Then we obtain here the class mark of the first class is 220. So write in the class mark column 220. Second, 280 to 240 to 280. Upper limit is 280, lower limit is 240, then sum both 280 plus 240 and divide then by 2. So we obtain class mark here 260. Like that 280 to 320 we find out the class mark, and their class mark is 300. 320 to 360 their class mark is 340, and 360 to 400 their class mark is 380. Then assume mean a equal to 300. Then di equal to deviation, in third column deviation di equal to xi minus a. Therefore di equal to xi minus a is assumed here 300, therefore xi minus a. So 220 minus 300, so we obtain here minus 80. 260 minus 300, we obtain here minus 40. Third column, third class 280 to 320, their class mark is 300. So deviation is 300 minus 300 is 0. Fourth class 320 to 360, that is the class mark is 340. So the deviation of the fourth class is 340 minus 300, these are 40, and fifth class is 380 minus 380. Then fourth column is frequency. Write the frequency, that is the number of workers. Write the again first class is 5, second class is 10, third class is 15, 4 class is 12 and 6 class is 8. Therefore, summation of Fi, the total number of frequency equal to 50. That is F5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 12 plus 8, that is the Fi. Summation of Fi, that is the total number of frequency is 50. Then fifth column, firstly find out the frequency multiplied by deviation, that is the Fi di. Minus 80 into 5, that is minus 400. Minus 40 into 10, that is the minus 400. 0 into 15, 0. 14 into 12, that is 480, and 80 into 8, that is 640. Then find out the summation of Fi di, that is the product, sum of the product of the frequency into deviation, that is summation of Fi di is 320. Then find out the d bar. To find out the d bar, that is d bar equal to summation of Fi di upon summation of Fi di upon summation of Fi, that is 320 divided by 50, therefore 6.4. Then find out the mean by assume mean method. To find out the mean by assume mean method, that is x bar equal to a plus d bar. A is the 300 and d bar is 6.4, therefore 306.40. That is the mean of daily wages by assume mean method is 306.40. We solve the above example. Using the above example, we solve another example to find out the assume mean by assume mean method. So here another example is given. In the following table, the toll paid by drivers and the number of vehicles is shown. Find the mean of the toll by assume mean method. Here toll in rupees is given and number of vehicles are given. First class is 300 to 400. Second class is 400 to 500. Third class is 500 to 600. Fourth class is 600 to 700 and fifth class is 700 to 800. And number of vehicles, that is toll paid by 300 to 400, that is the 80 vehicles. Second class 110 vehicles. Third class 120 vehicles, and fourth class is 70 vehicles, and fifth class are 40 vehicles. That is the number of vehicles are paid the toll. Then to solve the given example using the assume mean method, so we prepare the first year table. In table we draw here 5 column, and in first column write the class, second column class mark, third column di, fourth column frequency, and fifth column is frequency multiplied by deviation. In first class 300 to 400, their class mark is 350. Last example we find out how to find out the class mark. We know that upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2, therefore 400 plus 300, that is the 2, and divided by 2, that is the 700 divided by 2, therefore the class mark of first class is 350. Then find out the di. Here assume a equal to 550. Assume a equal to 550. Then we obtain here di minus 200. Frequency is given in the number of vehicles are 80. Then frequency of the first class is 80. And the product of frequency into deviation, that is the negative 16,000. Then similarly find out the class mark of second class. Class mark of second class is 450. Their di is minus 100. That is the 450 minus 500, that is minus 100. Frequency is given in the class is 110. Then product of 100 into 110, that is 11,000. 500 to 600, their class mark is 550. Their deviation is di, that is xi minus a. Xi minus a, that is the xi is 550, and assume mean is also 550. Therefore di equal to 0, and frequency is given example 120. Therefore 0 into 120, 0. In 4 class 600 to 700, their class mark is 600. Di equal to 100, that is the 600 minus 550, 650 minus 550, that 100, and then frequency in the given class is 70, and the product of these both are 100 into 7, that is the 7000, that is the 7000. That is the 7000, and 200 fifth class is 700 800, their class mark is 750, and their dia is 200, and 200 into 4 200, and frequency is fifth class is 40, therefore 200 into 40, therefore 8000. And then firstly add the negative numbers, that is the 1000 sorry 27,000 negative 27,000 minus negative 27,000 plus 15,000 plus 15,000, negative 27,000 plus 15,000, therefore the summation of FIDI is negative 12,000 and summation of FI is 420. Then find out the D bar. D bar equal to summation of FIDI upon summation of FI. Summation of FIDI is negative 12,000 and frequency, total number of frequency 420. Therefore we obtain here D bar equal to negative 28.57. Then find out the mean by using the formula x bar equal to a plus d bar. There 550 plus negative 2.28.57, that is the 550 minus 28.57. Then we obtain the mean by using the assuming method is 521.43. Therefore the mean of toll is rupees 521.43. Thank you.